There's confusion in Libya tonight after heavy gunfire was heard in the capital, Tripoli. Initially, there was speculation the city was under attack by anti-government forces, but the Libyan government says it was just Gaddafi loyalists celebrating the recapture of key cities, including Zawiya, Misrata and Tobruk. It claims pro-Gaddafi troops are now marching on the opposition power base of Benghazi. The rebels say those claims are false. The ABC's Middle East correspondent Ben Knight is in Libya.
There are now reports of heavy firing in the Libyan capital, Tripoli, sustained shooting right across the city, and certainly the heaviest since this revolt began 2 weeks ago. Now, the Libyan government says that this is celebratory gunfire, that its supporters are firing into the air to celebrate the regime's recent military gains. And if this does turn out to be an attack on the capital by the opposition, it would be a stunning and very dangerous military advance. And certainly the Libyan regime has every reason to be feeling confident at the moment, especially in its stronghold in the west. It claims to have retaken the town of Zawiya, just 50 kilometres from the capital.
Muammar Gaddafi's tanks wait to roll into the rebel town of Zawiya on Saturday. For days, government forces have been trying to take this city back from the rebels. It's just 50 kilometres away from the capital. Now both sides are claiming to be in control. The Libyan government released these pictures, which they say show their tanks in place in the city centre. But it's still not clear if Zawiya has fallen to the government. Resistance fighters certainly don't have the same amount of heavy weaponry at their disposal, and any gains they've made so far have come at a heavy cost. But in the west of Libya, where opposition forces are in control, it's a very different picture. The road to Tripoli is long and desolate. Now it's a battlefield for the future of Libya. In the past few days, opposition fighters have surged along this road. What started as a fight to hold on to their own territory has suddenly turned into a stunning push westwards. On Friday, the oil port of Ras Lanuf was controlled by pro-Gaddafi forces. Now it's a resupply point for the opposition's forward troops.
After tomorrow, Tripoli. Gaddafi, you go to hell.
They still appear disorganised, undisciplined and under-equipped. But their morale is sky high, especially after they reportedly shot down a Libyan Air Force fighter. On Saturday, their momentum carried them even further down the coastal road.
Well, we're right behind the front line here. Both sides are sort of waiting for each other to make the first move. But the opposition, I can tell you, are quite pleased with the progress that they've continued to make along this coast road. The next stop, the next major city, is Sirte, the hometown of Muammar Gaddafi.
That will be a much tougher battle than in the towns the opposition has been sweeping through in the past 2 days. But the rebels are confident that they do have support inside Sirte and that their drive towards the Libyan capital is, for now, unstoppable. Ben Knight, ABC News, Ras Lanuf.
In Egypt, pro-democracy supporters have stormed the headquarters of the state security police. Hundreds swarmed into the building following rumours that records were being destroyed. They said they wanted to preserve evidence of abuses carried out during the rule of deposed President Hosni Mubarak. The protest came as the former Interior Minister went on trial for money laundering. He's also been blamed for ordering a police crackdown on protesters during the recent uprising. The families of some of those killed gathered outside the court, calling for him to be executed.